Still all the guns of the force. Get ready. Airborne from skies of blue. Ready to go. Coming quick. Jump and take your boats today. Let's go put on your boots. Your jumping boots, your parachute. Your parachute, get all those gliders ready to attack today. Hook up or we'll be gone.
And today on Have a Knife Day, where the jokes might be dad, but I've been called a mother way more often. And what we have here on the table today is my collection of Microtechs to date. And it all started several years ago with this beautiful knife. Quite often, I like to get knives that inspire me or elicit an emotional response. When I saw the design of this blade, I was like, oh my goodness, that is just drop dead gorgeous. Now, this is a collaboration between Microtech and Borka. And everything that I own from Microtech Borka, their collaborations are beautiful, fantastic quality. And you look over here on this side. Great handles, everything about this knife I really, really do like. And that goes along with the fantastic Kydex sheath with this carbon fiber design on it, to include the attention of detail with the hardware, Tech-Lock matching color. Oh, fantastic job. There you go. Bravo, bravo. And then my second knife is this. This is a Stitch. And once again, the collaboration between these two companies just screams out quality. The coating, the colors, the texture of the handles, the blade shape, etc., etc. The ergonomics. Wow. These are just so darn neat, man. I tell you what. And then I do believe it was last year over at the California Custom Knife Show, I met a dealer. I do believe he comes from Northern California. This is new old stock. And I saw this. I wanted to get another pocket knife from Microtech. This one is Microtech only. And this is 4 out of 97. And I already have a video of this particular knife. Now, just to let you know, this is November 1st, 2023. The California Custom Knife Show winter, if you please, is going to be over, I do believe, in Woodland Hills. Come over and see the fantastic knives, the handmade knives, knives from, oh gosh, so many makers and designers, etc., etc. And this is a liner lock, and it's tip up. I usually prefer tip down. That's my personal preference. You might have a different one than mine, but that's okay. Completely okay. We'll see the beautiful thumb studs, and it feels so good in the hand. You know, you ever get a knife and you put it in your hand and it's like, that's right. It settles in the hand beautifully. Now we come to this box right here. And this is the Socom Bravo T, DLC titanium handle, DLC standard, DLC hardware, carbon fiber scales, 261-1, DLC TC FTI OMG, WTF. That's right. So that is, the box is gorgeous. And we're going to go ahead and open this up. Now remember that. That's important. I have not cut myself yet. Okay. So I am a big supporter of brick and mortar knife shops, because before I went there, I had done a job early in the morning and I was coming my way back home, and I decided to stop by Unlimited Bladeworkz. I have met him at a couple of the local knife shows. He has a great selection of knives, and new and used. Gosh, just the amount of stuff he had, I was very, very much amazed, and I had to run out of there. I bought this, I ran out of there before I spent all my money. But he has a great selection of stuff, so please do look him up. If you're local, take the time, go in and visit, and tell him that Have a Knife Day sent you. Because when I put this knife in my hands, I knew I was no longer on the fence about it. And specifically, I wanted to support his business. So, you know, if you're going to buy a knife, buying local is a good thing. And that's how I feel about that, my friends. So over here we have the insert. Look, there's a sticker. I'm not going to open this up for you, and there's nothing in this box. Want to know why? It's because I've been wearing it. That's right. That over here. And let's pull the knife out. That's right. Happy little knives. So we have here is this beautiful knife, and I am a big fan of the black blade. Stonewash black. Something that's not overly shiny. That's the way I roll. I did put a lanyard. Now, why would I put a lanyard on this knife? That pocket clip grabs tenaciously to your pocket. And if you ever needed to pull it out in a situation, say that there was a box monster attacking your local venue, you would want to pull this out quickly so you may dispatch it. And I find that having a lanyard on there works out very, very well. Notice the screw here and the screw there. At carbon fiber, snap. Oh my goodness. Now, this bead I got from these people. I'm not going to even try. And there you go. I think I might have found them over on Etsy or something like that. I was furiously. The good thing about these people, I do believe I got it on Amazon. There you go. It stated that it was going to come in several days, several days, and it came sooner. So sooner is more gooder than later. There you go. Okay. So the thumb studs. I have a new setup here. This is one of those canvas ring lights. I am enjoying it. I hope you are too. And that's one of the reasons why I am inside and not outside, where we have our good friend Jet the cat laying all over the table and amongst the blades. Get a good look at that. I have to tell you, the carbon fiber just does it for me. I was like, holy smoke. And check out the copious amounts of jimping on the knife. So let's go ahead and give it a flick. Bing, that's right. So this blade shape, you could tell who's its daddy. That's right. Very nice. I do, and this one's made in America. Okay, this one has an Asian mom. And I like both. But what can I say? I come in here with the ergonomics. I do wish it was shaped just a little bit different, but it more than does the job. It more than does the job. And this jimping is nice and aggressive. Your thumb is not going anywhere. And if you want to choke up on it, they have that really nice jimping up here too. Man. And here is, there you go, the emblem of the collaboration company that they had made this. Now, we are in the days and times that going overseas, in the industry, other countries have been invested in, and given enough time, they have the skills to make a beautiful knife just like this. And that is very true with this knife. The quality is fantastic. And there is a point here, and there is also another point right there. So this actually has 2 blades and 2 points. Amazing. I'll give this a good look here. See the skeletonized and everything. Now, the frame, we're going to close that. For those who this matters to, get my hand over here. And there you go. And there you go. Now, this is the Microtech Signature Series Socom Bravo TE Tactical 261 with a bunch of other numbers behind it. Black DLC coated Bowler M390 Tonto Edge Blade 6AL-4V titanium handle. Tip up pocket clip in hardware carbon fiber. I didn't have a stroke. I just have trouble speaking sometimes. Carbon fiber handle scales. This has a frame lock, manual folder with a 4-inch blade and dual thumb studs. Made in China by Rike Knife. Modeled after the original Socom, the new Microtech Socom Bravo knives are part of one of their few ventures overseas. Made in China by reputable manufacturer Rike Knife. These guys are supremely well made and come equipped with some of the highest grade materials on the market. With a smooth pivot, the blade is deployed with a slight flick of either of the dual thumb studs. The liner lock mechanism has great lockup, and overall fit and finish seems to be 100% on the first batch we have received. I can't be hating. Rike has made a damn fine knife. They have made a real knife. This model of the Socom Bravo is the tactical upgraded model, because there is another one very similar to this, but with some different, window dressing. I do believe there is some blue hardware on the other one. The DLC Black Blade is made of Bowler M390 stainless steel, coming in a plain edge Tonto style on this model. The titanium handles are also coated black and accompanied by gorgeous carbon fiber scales. The tip of pocket clip and hardware are also all DLC coated. Beautiful, beautiful knife. Overall length is 9.08 inches. It's 230.63 millimeters. You're welcome, Europe. I am trying. Blade length is 4 inches, 101.6 millimeters. Blade material, Bowler M390. I do believe that is a German steel. Blade finish, DLC coated. Style of the blade is TE Tonto. Blade edge plain. Handle length 5.08 inches, 129.03 millimeter. Handle material 6AL-4V titanium and carbon fiber scales. And a color DLC coated black. Pocket clip tip up black. Opening mechanism dual thumb studs. Lock style. That is a frame lock. Signature series 5.8 ounces. Made by Rike Knife. And just to let you know, Rike Knife is an original brand designed by our founder, Richard Wu. Not by me, but by Richard Wu, of course. He is a longtime knife enthusiast with a background in mechanical design and manufacturing. He constantly strives for excellence and detail perfection in all the knife designs produced by Rike Knife. The brand name was derived from the first two letters of his name, then changed and named Rike. Rike Knife is an emerging original knife brand that is representative of high-quality Chinese manufacturing. Our road as a brand is established in original design, for which we have a professional design team and our own independent factory. We dare to become innovators and to challenge the traditional practices of traditional and modern knife brands. We will always strive to use the best materials, produce excellent quality knives for our customers all over the world. And we have invested a lot of money in the industry over there, and that's why you can get a knife of this quality with these materials. Just listen to some of my other videos, you'll know how I feel about it. I have worked over in China, working on machinery as I did. The first time I went over there was over to Shanghai, out in the middle of nowhere, installing a company's first automatic screen printing machine. It was a very interesting experience. They always treated me very, very nicely, and went out of their way to make sure that I was taken care of. From there, I went down to Hong Kong and stayed in a place called Kowloon, which is their business district. Way before the time of troubles that we had, so it was a different Hong Kong back at that time. And I spent a majority of my time, I do believe, in Gaoming and Zhejiang. But as I say, as a technician working over there, it was a different China back then, and our attitudes, etc., were much more different back in that time. And what can you say? Yeah, there's a certain thing. Make your opinions by personal experience. Don't rely on other people's experiences whenever possible. Go and experience it yourself. Thank you. Okay, now that I have bloviated all over the place, this is a nice knife. Rike did a very fine job. And coming from me, I hope that means something. So, what kind of Microtechs do you have? That's an interesting community, I can tell you what. And they're interesting people. They're interesting people. And my military sense of humor, it's very interesting. But what a great company. They make great designs. I do hope to see more collaborations, more on this side of the water in the future. I would love to have the opportunity to go on site and see what they're doing, because I've always appreciated what they've been doing. Where I currently live, OTFs aren't, in my opinion, why would I want something else in my pocket that's 3 inches? Honestly, man, I tell you what. But if I ever get the opportunity, hopefully, to move out into another state, I'd be more than happy to buy one of their OTFs. Okay. Thank you so much for spending time here with me today. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I do have Have a Knife Day t-shirts available on my Etsy store, MrRexuHaveAKnifeDay. It is incredibly long and spelled out, but do check it out. You too can sport yourself a very fine Have a Knife Day t-shirt suitable for wearing in all situations. And I invite you to do so. I'm looking forward to going over to the next California Custom Knife Show over, and I do believe it's in Woodland Hills on Veterans Day, November 11th. Hope to see you there. Come by and say hello, please. Restrain yourselves. And thank you so much. And as always, have a nice day.
We will send parachutes on the guns of the forces. Get ready. Airborne from skies of blue. Get in the door. We're coming. Make the jumps and take your bows today. Let's go put on your boots. Your jumping boots, your parachute. Your parachutes, get all those gliders ready to attack today. Hook up or we'll be gone. Pouring a check into the dawn. At station time to fight them all the 82nd way.